Oh my God. Man, that is so irritating. Let's just get rid of that one. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Thank you for joining, Sherry. Thank you guys for rejoining. Sorry about that. Let me, oh my God. I don't know. So I don't understand. Four, what's up? Thank you for joining. How are you? What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? I don't know why that happens, but it's been happening a lot lately where I I go to log into YouTube, like my YouTube analytics, which is what I need to be in for when I'm live streaming on the laptop, and it doesn't allow. If I'm already live streaming on my phone, it's asking me to like verify who I am, and it's sending it to the YouTube app on my phone. Well, if I'm live streaming on the YouTube app on my phone, I can't say yes, it's me because I'm live streaming on the YouTube app currently, and it's not sending it to my like. So then I finally got it to send it to my actual phone through a text message. Finally, after like 3 or 4 tries, and when it did, it I went back out of the live stream on my phone, went to see the code, typed the code in, and then it booted me out of the live stream. So it's like, I got to remember to, in the future, to make sure I'm logged in to YouTube Analytics and YouTube here on the laptop when I have it before I start the live stream here on my phone. And make sure it's fully logged in because then it's going to boot me out of the live stream. Oh my gosh. That's what's going on. I apologize. And also, I'm having an issue with YouTube just completely booting me out of the live stream and closing out my live stream. That's been happening a lot. I mean, a lot. Like it's happened. I want to say like 6 times over the past week. So yeah, having major issues. I don't know if that's my phone, if it's the YouTube app itself, or what. Thank you for joining, Four. Thank you for joining, Sherry. Thank you for joining, Daniel. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. I do apologize. I know that that's frustrating. Man. Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues. A lot of technical issues of late. Ugh. Man, look at that. It doesn't hurt. It's not cut. It looks like it's cut though. Nice. Another home run. Sorry, Daniel. I'm watching the Phils and Dodgers game right now. Phillies are hitting real good tonight. And like you said, they're the Dodgers not the Dodgers. Yeah. Well, in this case, man, I got to cheer for the Phillies. That's my team. But I'm cheering for the Dodgers for you as well. I know the Phillies aren't going to go that far this season. Oh man, he smoked that ball. No, dang, he lost like everything. It's 10-4. And one of the Phillies, one of their really good starters is in tonight. What's his face? Can't remember his name now. He's probably already out of the game now, but Sanchez. Yeah, because typically the Phillies would not be destroying the Dodgers. Typically the Phillies would not be winning 10-4 against the Dodgers. I know that. I don't know much about baseball, but from what I do know, that's not a usual occurrence. That's great. Sherry. No, I didn't see your comment. Was it on the last live stream? What do you mean a new doctor? Like a new therapist? Hello, Tomahawk. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? Censored. GoPro? Got a problem? Good pizza? Green and purple? Garage parking? What's GP mean? General, oh, a general physician. Got it. I think that's it. Cool, man. All right. Oh God, I hate this, man. This gives me so much anxiety, like having to apply for jobs. It really does. I just was applying for a whole bunch of them, and I've been getting some solid workouts in lately too, on the bike especially, which is great. And I just got a solid one in, and I was applying to jobs on the bike while working out, and I've been doing like, you know, a little bit at a time. But hey, what's up, Mrs. EBT? 1980. Thank you, I appreciate that. It is very flowery. I agree. I agree. Thanks for being here. I don't know, Ginger. Welcome in, everybody. How are you? This live stream, bear with me, guys. This live stream is going to give me a lot of anxiety. It already is. It already didn't start off well. I was trying to get it. I was trying to do well on it, but obviously I screwed that up. Yeah, because I have the laptop right now. Thank you for the chili, Daniel. Hello, Kaysen. Welcome. Thank you for the likes, guys. A lot of likes real fast, too. Yo, what's up? Daniel. Other Daniel. Daniel Barry. Sports highlight, huh? What kind of sports you like, Daniel? Please double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream. Thank you again for the chili, Daniel. I really appreciate that, my friend. Let the anxiety begin. We gotta apply for some jobs, folks. I am. Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety right now. I'm always pulling out my beard, by the way. I'm always feeling my beard. That's not part of the anxiety. And I'm very self-conscious about my lip that I apparently bit. I must have really chomped in on that. I guess that's why, you know, and then I noticed my finger, I don't bite my nails, but right here, my middle finger is all like, it's been bloody. And right here too. But I don't bite my nails. And if and when I do bite my nails, I bite on the sides here. I don't touch right here at all. I just don't know where that came, why that's like that. It's like sliced open and just keeps bleeding. I am American. That's cannibalism. Hey, with your shield, welcome. How are you? It could be dry hands, yeah. I don't lubricate my hands very often. But yeah, I've had a lot of anxiety of late. That's for sure. A lot of anxiety. Yeah, you can go ahead and block them. Thank you, Sherry. You're trying not to have an anxiety attack? You and me both. You and me both. For real. Keep things... We'll tone things down a little bit. There we go. I like that a lot better. Do you guys... What do you guys think? That's number one. It's number one. This is number two. What do you think? I love feeling my beard. I don't know why. Number two says 4. All right. It's ironic, don't you think, that 4 says 2. Hey, what's up? 7771. Welcome from India. We've had quite a bit of people of late joining from India, and I love it. Because, you know, when I first started this channel especially, number 2, all right, we'll keep it at number 2. Welcome, Jewel, says ASMR. What's ASMR? I love ASMR. I really do. I love ASMR. Oh, that's gone, brother. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That's a 2-run shot, I think, right? Oh, yeah, that's 10-7, I think. Can I ball? Like, play basketball? No. Oh my gosh, that felt so good. If you guys can please do me a gigantic favor and double tap your screens to like this live stream, it's greatly appreciated. Also, if you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. We got to do some job applications, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. We got a couple subscribers on this one. That's excellent. Thank you all. YouTube would not contact me like that. Yeah, that you can just leave. YouTube would contact me via email for that. So that's fake. Welcome from the UK. What's up, Wyatt? Thank you for joining. How are you? We're gonna do our first job app of the live stream. Oh. Come on, man. What's going on here? Oh my God, man. Come on. It's all on my thing. Oh, this is so irritating. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm like asking. I feel like there's quite a bit of people out there that don't. That's why I'm asking what I'm asking in the poll. What's new with the mod stuff, Sherry? I gotta get my chapstick. We've got to apply for jobs. I gotta put my focus there, guys. I really do. All right, I gotta at least get one done here. Forgive me, but that's the whole point of this live stream. It's making me update everything here. Don't even tell me. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. This is overkill. I'm not gonna keep doing this, man. Come on. Leave the page. I don't understand. I don't understand. So thumbs down. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? Dang, what was that? Dang, yep. Has a new place for that. Gotcha. How art thou? Welcome. We got quite a bit of, if you guys are digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe, of course. It's all greatly appreciated, folks. Thank you. Oh boy. That's incriminating evidence. again, yeah, again, that's only from one source. I mean, I do respect Brian Enton for sure, but you just never know. I have seen it that they have been reporting on that quite a bit, which is great. I love that they're keeping that whole thing alive. Um, this mouse is a piece of crap. What? Oh, they won. They flicker the lights when they win? That's weird. Kind of creepy. I don't see that. I don't see that Brian Enton said that. I don't see that anyone said that. Oh my god, shut up. I'm so sick of the Jesus loves you comments. They're so annoying. They're seriously so freaking annoying. I don't see that. Stupid freaking mouse. He doesn't have any live streams. He's only got one live stream. It was streamed 11 months ago. He doesn't usually go live, Brian Enton. Brian Enton doesn't usually go live. Chanel, welcome. How are you? I don't think that was Brian Enton. I just don't think that was Brian Enton. He doesn't usually go live. That might have been someone else. I don't believe a word I hear anymore about Nancy Guthrie at all. Because there's so much out there now, especially with that case, that is fake. And it's mostly from like TMZ and stuff like that. Yeah, I wish I could find a job too. And of late, I'm just, I'm feeling pressure from everywhere, but like mostly from my dad. My dad's like sending me these jobs that like I would never ever, I just wouldn't. They're jobs I just wouldn't go for because they're not jobs that I would be interested in. They're not me. And he's sending me the stuff that like all his friends do and he has done. And I'm not interested in those. And I applied to one of them last night, but like, and it's like $100K a year. That's a lot of money, but it's shift work. I got to work a 12-hour shift, and then it could be, and it's like I'm not interested in doing that. And then I'm applying for jobs earlier, this evening, like an hour and a half ago or so, and I'm starting to read about, like, at the end of like a job application, going through the website, they're asking you, like, do you have a disability? Well, usually I answer no, I don't. But after reading further into all the fine print, I'm realizing I do. I have multiple. I have multiple disabilities. Disabilities. I mean, they're not. They're not. I it does disable me. These things I'm talking about do disable me quite a bit sometimes. But I'd say I'm more on the winning side of them. But ADHD is one of them. Depression's one of them. PTSD. I got all three. I have all three. I have three of them. And I have three of them pretty bad, I'd say. Like, well, pretty bad, all three of them, the more I think about it. So, yeah, maybe I do have disabilities. Maybe I am not disabled. I don't think I'm a disabled person. But the answer to that question would be, yeah, I have a disability. I have multiple of those. And it's not just one job that I was applying for that had that wording in it. I've been saying, no, I don't, and unfortunately, even when I worked for Eddie Bauer, I put, no, I don't. And I'm telling people and letting people know, within reason, that I have PTSD and I have ADHD. My own boss that we went out a couple times, had some drinks. I told him, well, technically I lied on the application then, because I didn't know that was considered, they were all considered a disability. I mean, what? What's up, Chanel? Oh, you love the people? That's important, Daniel. That's really important. Mama Dukes said something the other day. She's like, well, you got to really be into the people, and for me, and it's like, she nailed it. I didn't really want to talk about it at that specific time, but she nailed it. She's right. She was saying, like, I'm the type of person, since I'm so extroverted, that if I don't like the people, I'm not going to like the job. So, and that's just part of who I am. Oh, Chanel, you can get a job if you want to get a job. You can get a part-time job. That's my problem, Sherry. I that's a beautiful thing, and that's not your personality. It's not my personality. It's not who we are. And of late, I'll be honest with you guys. I've wanted to just lay down and just give up. I really have, and I still do. And I'm just being honest. I just. I've applied to so many different places, and I cannot find a job. I can't get past that first round of hiring. You know how embarrassing that is at 41 years old? I have an education. I have a bachelor's degree in business. I have tons of experience, mostly in retail and leadership and management. I have nothing to show for it at this point. I've gotten nowhere. I feel like a loser. I know you guys are gonna be like, Ron, you're not a loser. I feel like one. That's how I feel. Oh, you have a 1-year-old, Chanel. That, okay. Yeah, you can't, yeah. If you have a 1-year-old, that's, yeah. I don't know much about kids. I don't have any children myself, but thank God. No offense, but thank God. Because I can barely take care of myself, for Christ's sake. But, you know, yeah, a 1-year-old, that's got to be tough. How many kids do you have? Hey, what's up? Trainer, welcome. Thank you for all who voted in the poll, by the way. We're on a Monday night, and we're only just over a half hour, and we got 20 votes in. Thank you all for voting. Being a mom is for sure a job. I mean, it's a job that I'm sure that you love, which is great. Um, but yeah, that's tough. You know, my friend Kelly, a very close friend of mine, her name's Kelly. She works full time now as well, and she went through some rough relationships, but she's now working full time, and she's, you know, her two daughters are older now, but and they go with their dads. She has multiple dads, but you know, she, as a mom, from what I can see and what you know, how her kids are, she's a great mom, and she, you know, but that's tough, like managing a full time job and still being a mom, because they're there, you know, all during school and you know during the weeks they're there, and she's got to be a mom on top of working full time. Working full time for me is hard enough, let alone having to come home and be a dad. You have 3 kids. Wow. What do you mean by your chaotic issues with your shield? I look like you? How about this? You look like me. Eliza? I don't know what that means. Hey, this is a very sensitive subject for me, guys. I mean, it really is, big time. And I'm happy for you, Daniel, that you found what you want to do, and you're you know you're thriving. It seems like that's great. And Sherry, you too. I mean, Sherry, especially from you know your situation, like you know, I just cannot, I really cannot praise you enough. I just, you know, um, that's to say the least. I commend you fully on what you've accomplished and what you've done in general, let alone now holding down a full time job. I just got dive bombed by some kind of bug. Um, nice, Daniel. Awesome. Let me get back up. Sorry. There is adoption, of course. Executioner. I don't know if you should be saying that as a mom. Who are you executing? Yeah, what's up, Big M? Thank you for joining. Big M is here. Do not fear. Grab a beer and pull your chair up near. Dude, I love how you're expanding, man. That is beautiful. That was beautiful. You the man, Big M. I love that you keep joining, Big M. You're the man. Seriously. Tell me you're getting Jersey Mike's at 10:30 at night. I don't know what time it is where you're at. I don't know where you're from, but you said I think Vegas, right? Uh, 7771. I'm in the U.S. East Coast. You said you're from India. Welcome. That was a joke. You're from Australia, Chanel? Well, welcome from Australia. Good day, mate. I'd be a bigger M. Trying to be lowercase. Vinter, what's up? Thanks for joining. Vinter from Sweden. That's funny. Man, this is awesome. This makes me feel great that, there's one huge positive in everything that's going on right now is these live streams in my channel have been, I've been getting quite a bit more subscribers, which reminds me, if you guys are digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe, of course. Please double tap your screen so I like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Thank you. Please vote in the poll below as well. It's a very simple poll question tonight. Do you enjoy your current job? Yes or no? Do you enjoy your current job? Yes or no? It's right here. Got 23 votes in so far. Thank you, folks. We got 20 likes on this live stream. Big M voted yes. All right, Big M. Thank you, Daniel. To lose weight, just avoid salt, sugar, and white flour. So basically, everything that brings you joy. Shout out for more subscribers. Yes, definitely. I can't even believe that people are actually on right now. It's Monday night. All right. Holy crap, we got 118 views so far on this live stream. Wow. You can't hear me? Oh, I had to put my phone on. There we go. No, I don't say anything that people want me to say. I've learned the hard way on that. That's not happening. And Sherry, that's awesome, by the way. Come on. We lost 4, I guess. What are you talking about? Oh, 4 is here. What's up, 4? 4's in the house. 4's in the house. 4's in the house. gotta get job ass done, guys. I have to. I absolutely have to. I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. Oh, I hate this. I hate having to do job apps. Really do. Yes, we love 4. No, I don't know about that. I mean, your username is that, so obviously you do. Nice with your shield. I don't keep track of my weight. I really don't. I don't keep track of my weight at all. I'm always around 180 pounds. Always just, right around that mark. And sometimes it goes down a little bit. Sometimes it goes up a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean like 4 or 5 pounds up, 4 or 5 pounds down, and that's just where my weight usually is. I gotta pee so bad. Not so bad yet, but I'm getting close. Yeah, well, that could be true. Affair, for sure. We do eat a lot of toxic food in America, that's for sure. You're about 180 as well? Yeah. I'm right around 180 all the time. Wow, you're huge, Big M. I can see why you have the name. 250, 6'4". You're a football player. You should be a football player, man. Holy crap. Sherry's already on it. You used to be a lineman. That makes sense. Dang. Used to be a lineman like in high school or like college or what? Big M. You work bail bonds? Nice, dude. If someone your size was coming towards me, I'd be like, oh, dang, I screwed up. And community college, got you. Nice, man. Thanks for sharing that. We're learning more about Big M tonight. Love it. Awesome affair. I myself am not that huge. You guys can see that. I'm not even. I wish my dad's 6 foot, almost 6'5". My dad is, but my dad's very skinny. My dad is like 180 pounds, maybe 185. So, he's real thin, but he's real tall. Happy Monday to you too, Daniel. No, dude, you should go out there catching people. They'd be terrified. They'd probably, I don't know, I would just freeze. But I guess, you know, criminals, they don't really care. Affair, you're asking me what's my daily driver? What drives me? Oh. You're asking Big M. What you drive, Big M? What does that matter? I'm sorry, but like, that's. It matters to some people. I mean, you know, Big M. No, I get it. 1972 Pinto. I drive a Dodge Stratus. Am I behind sucks buttermilk? Do you really have a Tesla? You don't, Sherry. You don't have a Tesla. That's awesome. Affair. I drive men crazy. It says Ford. You guys know what I drive a Dodge Stratus is from? I drive a Dodge Stratus. Ford retracted because Ford feels weird, but I think that was funny. So don't feel bad for her. I know you by now, and you're probably like, I shouldn't have said that. It was good. It was funny. I'm a motherfucking star boy. What's up, star boy? Dang, we got lots of people joining. Holy crap. 52 Ford F1 with Coyote. What does that mean? I do like trucks. I do like trucks. I love the look of trucks. Not too big because it's like they're just tanks. But I do like the look of a pickup truck. I used to have a Ford Mustang. It was a 2000 and... Oh my god, I don't remember. I think it was this was years ago. It was a 2000 and... I can't even remember. I think it was a 2004 or 2005 Mustang. It was nice. But it wasn't a V8, it was a V6. And I got so much crap from my cousin and his wife, because they're car people, and they're like, why would you buy a V6 Mustang? Duh. And I'm like, well, it is nice, isn't it? They're like, but it's a V6. I'm like, why would I want to drive a V8? Where am I going to let that loose around here? I'm between two major cities. I can't even, you can't go fast around here. You're just going to get pulled over or get in a car accident because there's traffic everywhere. Where am I going to let a V8 loose at? Not to mention the gas, which nowadays, amen to that, because gas is well over $4 a gallon now. I'd be paying out my butt for that. And on top of that, car insurance would skyrocket for a V8. No, thank you. Thank you, Affair. I appreciate that. Dysfunctional family dinner, SNL? Question mark. Is that the one with Will? Is that the one with Will Ferrell? Big M. It did look cool. My I had a black Mustang. I think it was a 2004, 2005. I mean, this was like, 6 years ago. I had this, and I had it for a while, but at the time it was real nice, and it had the white stripe Mustang on the bottom of it all the way around. It was black. It had the huge hood. It was that model. It was nice. It was really nice, but it just started to, you know, American-made cars, they don't last that long. Most of them, especially Fords. Sorry, Ford, but they don't. It didn't last long at all. How about you shut up? I did know that affair. That's true, Daniel. You do drive a Toyota Tacoma with 250,000 miles on it. That's insane. Honestly, I wish that we had high-speed rail around here, so I wouldn't have to drive a car as much. I could just get to places like with with the high-speed rail and be like, okay, I'm at work. Oh, you want to get a truck next, Daniel? Yeah, it's so expensive. Any car is expensive. Hello, what's up, Clips? Welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know what brand my microwave is. The microwave that I have in here is like from 1972. Thank you for all the votes, by the way. I gotta pee so bad. Should I take a pee break or no? Am I not allowed? Is Sherry gonna yell at me? I gotta pee. Same here as my Pinto. We got quite a bit of people still coming in here right now. That's awesome. Thank you, YouTube. It isn't good to hold it in, that's for sure. I've been holding it in for like the past like half hour, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I'm peeing right now. I should just wear a diaper on these live streams. I love how YouTube is like potentially like holding the go pee comment and then bub go pee comment, like those two. And then it lets other ones come through that's like, yo, you're a scumbag and you're gay and you like men and all this. It lets other comments go through like they're nothing. And then it holds like pee comments. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Yeah, that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Is that a movie for? Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Gonna use the facility. Sorry about that, folks. I am back. Brian's back. Brian's back. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Do you think, Sherry? Is that a movie for what you're talking about? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? I always put the lid down. I never saw that movie. Steve Martin. Nice. Please vote in the poll, everybody. Please vote in the poll below. It's a very simple poll question. We got 35 votes in so far. Let's get some mo. Let's get some mo. Do you enjoy your current job? Yes or no? Vote in the poll below. 35 votes in on a Monday night. That's the line you're gonna go with? Guys, help. I accidentally took a bite of my TV. That's really dumb. That's dumb. That's not even like close to being funny or anything. No. I do count that. Yeah, that is a job. Plus, I'm not going to know the difference of who votes and who doesn't, so I can't see who voted for what or how many. Like, I can see how many people voted. I can see that there was 36 votes so far. That's all I can see. All voting is always anonymous. My forehead looks interesting. Thank you. That's probably the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. I really appreciate that. Golf balls through her water hose? I don't know what that means. Sure didn't like it, so you go. Don't listen to them. Your forehead is very good. I've been told that I have a 5 head and or a 6 head. It's that good. That good. That's so funny what people try to come up with. Was that disrespectful? I don't even know. I don't even understand what that meant. That's I can tell someone's trying too hard to be like offensive to somebody else. It's like, what? Uh-huh. That person's forehead's probably like, wrinkled and like just gross, and they're probably just like, oh man, I hate my forehead, so I'm gonna rip on this guy's forehead. Yo, what up, Josh? Thanks for joining. How it going, yo? Come on, what's happening right here? I'm doing well. How are you, Josh? Please double tap your screen to like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Ding! It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you. So we got 21, 22 likes. Thank you guys. Maybe you've been in here for a while, you haven't clicked that like button. Please double check. Make sure you have. If you haven't, please click on it. Gifts and super chats are very welcomed here and very much appreciated. Thank you, folks. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Thank you. That's great, Sherry. I've been doing a lot better with my allergies, for sure. Personally, on a personal note. And I think it's mostly because of Flonase. Flonase has really helped me. You know, just doing, you know, at the first week, I think you got to do 2 squirts in each nostril, and then each day, and then after that, as long as you're having allergy symptoms, you do 1 squirt in each nostril daily. And then for me, it's, and I have really bad allergies, seasonal allergies, and it's really helped. Flonase is one of the medications that he gave you. You don't need a doctor to do that, man. You can buy that over the counter. Flonase is available over the counter. It used to be prescription like way back ago, a couple years ago, but oh, insurance pays for it. How about that? Yeah, because it's expensive. Over the counter, it's super. It's like $20 for the generic one of Flonase, which is insane because it's only a little squirt bottle. I mean, I have the one because I stretch it out as much as possible because of, you know, financially I'm, you know, it's not good right now. It hasn't been good. But yeah, I mean, my legs are starting to feel it now from working out. My legs are definitely starting to feel it. I took a little break because I was starting to have some issues with my knees, like with the parts of my knees on the sides here. I don't know what that's known as, but like it felt like they were gonna tear. So I was like, maybe I better take a little break from the bike, and I did. But I'm glad I'm back, and I'm keeping the whatever that's called, the cadence at a 3, and it's pretty good because I already have strong legs. I already built the muscle up in my legs, biking wise. So I'm just keeping that going at this point. I have no idea about any of that. Flonase is great. It works, man. And now Flonase is something that you have to like. Some people don't like nasal sprays at all. Some people don't like eye drops at all. But I mean, I can do both because my allergies have been so bad since I've been a kid, since I was a young kid, and I've been using that stuff since I was a kid. So I'm used to all of that. But Flonase is, I think personally, with as bad as seasonal allergies that I have, Flonase is the best thing that's worked for me. Daniel, have you ever tried Flonase? Because it's a what's that called? I keep thinking antiperspirant, but it's not that. It's not an anti-inflammatory. No, an anti. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Whatever it's called for allergies, I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, if your allergies are that bad, man, antihistamine. Thank you for antihistamine is what I was trying to think of. Yes. Ding 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 ding. Antihistamine. Uh, Flonase is a very powerful antihistamine, and that's why that's why it says on the back, like, do 2 squirts in each nostril during that time that you have the seasonal allergies for the first week, because it builds up that antihistamine, and then um, and then for the next couple weeks that you need to use it, you do 1 squirt in each one squirt in each nostril daily after that, and that has proven to be, like, for me, that's proven to be huge, absolutely huge. I mean, really, I wish I could be a spokesperson for Flonase, because uh, no wonder it's so expensive, because it works. Usually when medications are that expensive, Mucinex is included in that they work. Yeah, yeah. Flonase works, man. Even if you buy it over the counter, it's super expensive. Like Sherry said, like, you can get a prescription for it still, and if your insurance will cover it, which it should, um, then you can get it for probably a really low copay, and it works big time. But you have to give it some time. Like, you have to give it like a couple, like maybe 2-3 weeks to start working. Yeah, shooting stuff up your nose is not always like, yeah, it's like, but it works. It really works. Now, as far as what the long term effects of that are, I stopped using it now. I haven't used my Flonase in like a month at this point. And now, granted, sometimes my eyes will, like, it doesn't. I don't think Flonase really helps with the eye irritation, for me at least. My eyes still get irritated quite a bit. Not now, but a month ago, that my eyes still would get irritated. Um, but the best for allergy relief for your eyes is for sure Pataday. It's called Pataday. What is this 67 thing? It's so annoying. What does that even mean? Does anyone know what that means? And usually I notice a pattern, like, anyone that says that, we end up blocking anyway. So it's like, I just block that person, because we don't know what that means. So I don't know. I don't understand that. Hold on. Oop. Where is it? That sucks, Daniel. I hope you feel better, buddy. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good for you, man. That's great. I'm happy to hear that you take off when you need some time off, when you have a cold like that. It's crazy that you have a cold in the summer. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Not when you are. Whoa, whoa. Anyone know that song? Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. That is no fun. I hope you feel better, buddy. Is this a toga party? It's not really a party at all. Hey, what's up, girl power? Welcome. Thanks for joining. I haven't seen Power Animals in a little bit. He joined like briefly, like a couple live streams ago, but I haven't seen him on here in a while. I think I've been going live pretty. I mean, I guess pretty consistently, here and there. Maybe he's on vacay. I think he said he was going. I don't know if he said he was going away again or not. I don't remember. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. How good is Hannah at live streaming, Sherry? For real, she's so good at it. I wish I can be that good. Well, I don't think she has ADHD. That's for sure. She's really good. She's really good. It definitely helps to not have ADHD. ADHD makes you so distracted. I'm like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Nobody knows that song. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I knew the rest of the. Hold on. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get chills when I'm with you. Oh, oh. Baby, yeah. My world stands still when I'm with you. Oh, oh. I didn't know that's how it went. I like that song. I do. I like that song a lot. And apparently my mom was telling me earlier, like they're a one-hit wonder band. It is an old one. Yeah, it's from 1982, before I was even born. By Sheriff, and they're like a one-hit wonder band. I don't. I don't do Pokemon. I don't really know Pokemon. It was in. That song was in the movie Joe Dirt, and I love the movie Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt is so funny with David Spade. What with your shield? What? What? Dude, I was gonna text you last night, Daniel, about because it was on. Joe Dirt was on, and then that song came on during one of the scenes. I think it was. I can't remember exactly when it was in the movie. It was a good part of the movie though, and I was like, I love this song. What song is this? So I looked up, Joe Dirt soundtrack, and I went down and I was like, oh, that's it. There, I think that's it. And looked it up on YouTube, and that sure enough, that was it. But movies like that, like especially like current movies, like something like Joe Dirt, to bring up like to get people, because I saw comments underneath the YouTube video of that song and that band, and you know, I commented. I was like, yeah, I'm here because of the movie Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt. This song is in Joe Dirt, and that's why I'm here. Because people were saying like, oh, I remember this song from the. I was at prom or whatever, and I'm like, I'm here because I watched the movie Joe Dirt, because they had to pay for that. I mean, Adam. First of all, I didn't even realize that it was a Happy Madison production. It was from Adam Sandler's production company that put Joe Dirt out, which I think is amazing because Adam Sandler is not even in that movie. And there's movies that Adam Sandler's production company, Happy Madison, put out that Adam Sandler's not even in, and Joe Dirt's one of them. He let his friend David Spade be the star of that movie because he's probably like, yeah, I can't do this. It's all you, David, and he let him do it. And Joe Dirt is a really funny movie. It's a great movie, and I love Joe Dirt. I really do. Uh, David Spade is. I love David Spade too. He's great. Um, right now, Sherry's like, David Spade. Let me look that one up. But yeah, he's from SNL. He's from like the whole Adam Sandler thing, anything. You've never seen Joe Dirt? Girl power. You got to see Joe Dirt. That's a good. It's a good one. It is. It's good. It's funny. I think it's David Spade like at his best. Honestly, David Spade. That's probably David Spade's best movie, and Tommy Boy is up there, and Black Sheep. But I think Joe Dirt is probably. What do you think, Daniel? RC Fartsy, what's up, dude? He is hilarious. He's really funny. He's good. What's up, Artsy? Rules of Engagement? I've heard of that. I think that might have been a movie too. For baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba, 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 whoa, whoa. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. David Spade's in it. I've never seen that one before. I love Brandy and Joe Dirt. Sexy, sexy. I can't remember the actress's name, but she's smoking hot in that movie. I mean, smoking hot. Not really a Spade fan. It's all right. I'm not a Chris Rock fan. There's so many people that love Chris Rock and think he's so funny. I find him incredibly annoying. I mean, like, I was like actually like kind of pleased that Will Smith slapped the living crap out of him at the Oscars. I was like, must deserved. Shut up, Chris Rock. And I didn't find the joke about his wife funny at all. I actually found it like I didn't find it funny at all. I thought it was wrong. Now, should Will Smith have gotten up and slapped them like that on TV like that? No. But Chris Rock isn't funny, and he sucks, and he deserved to get slapped in the face, just not on TV. Violence is bad, folks. Plus, kids are watching that. Kids could have been watching. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not Pride Month. I think, isn't Pride Month like, I don't know. I thought it was like February, but what do I know? Chris Farley's the best. He was the best. I missed a whole bunch of comments, sorry. Oh yeah, I like Chris Tucker too. Chris Tucker's good. That's kind of odd, and it's funny that you said that with your Shield because they kind of are very similar, and they have very similar voices and annoying voices. Chris Tucker can get on your nerves, but I find him way funnier than Chris Rock, and they both are named Chris too. You're in a tornado watch right now? Yeah, it's been really smoky around here since the storms blew through. Not yesterday, but the day before. On Saturday, Saturday night, all the smoke kind of went away, and we don't even smell it anymore. We don't haven't the smoke's gone, so that's been great. Cause it was dicey there for a while. It was tough to breathe outside, and the smell was just horrendous. And the humidity and the heat that was here was just the humidity especially was just ungodly. But all the storms just kind of took that all away, which is great. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the reactions, folks. And you know, breathing wise, it's gotten so much better. I never saw the Saw movie with Chris Rock. Fifth Element with Chris Tucker. I don't think I've ever seen Fifth Element either. Yo, what's up, Power Animals? Thanks for joining, dude. Oh, Chris Tucker is way funnier than Chris Rock. Although I don't know if Chris Tucker's ever done stand-up, but I know Chris Rock has, but I would never go with Chris. Chris Rock's so annoying. Girl Power says it's beautiful here. Girl Power, where are you from? By the way. No, the smell is, it smells like live trees burning whole, which is not supposed to be happening. It's not a good smell. It's not a pleasant smell. Rush Hour is the best with Chris Tucker, of course. Rush Hour is epic. He's like, man, don't you ever touch a black man's radio, boy. Nah, I would never see anything with Chris Rock in it, honestly. I feel like Chris Rock's lucky to have Adam Sandler as his best buddy, and puts him in films. I think Chris Rock's terrible. I think he's terrible. He's not a good actor. That's first and foremost. Second most, he's just not funny, and his voice is so annoying. What's up, Jersey? My day's going fine. How's yours? Thanks for joining. He does do a great Michael Jackson impression. He does it in Rush Hour, the movie Rush Hour. Thank you for the 100, Jersey. I really appreciate that. You're from Kansas? Welcome from Kansas, my friend. Oh, you keep that a secret. I got you. Thank you, Daniel, for the chili. Yeah, we gotta apply for some jobs, folks. Times is tough, yo. I appreciate all the gifts. What? Thank you, Artsy, for the chile. Dang, we got 57 votes in. Oh yeah. That's what I'm referring to with your shield in the Rush Hour movie when Chris Tucker kicked his leg out. That he was trying to do the Michael Jackson. Yeah, but one of these days, girl power, when the sirens going off, it could save your life. So I wouldn't knock on it too hard. That is an awesome fun fact. I agree. The Chris Tucker Rush Hour one. Well, and there's something else I want to say about the siren thing. I have to go to bed. 5:30 comes early. Good night, family. Thank you, Sherry. Good night. Take care. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Artsy. Yeah, like something like touching on what you were just saying. Uh, girl power about the warning sirens for tornadoes. Um, uh, Rebel, you can't say that. I'm just gonna remove that comment, but I have no issues with you doing what you're doing right now. But just you can't say that in the live stream. You do you. Yeah, but like even like so, the Texas floods that happened, a year ago, in the Texas Hill Country, and all those people died from, the Guadalupe River rising like over 30 feet in a matter of like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a little bit longer than that. And they had no warning whatsoever in Kerr County, especially. and I mean no warning, and there were little like children's camps. Camp Mystic especially was right in that flood zone, in the FEMA flood zone, and they had no they had no like plans to, if and when a flood happens, to get out of there safely. And the plans that they did have were like nothing. And that was just there, but the whole Kerr County was within um, the whole Kerr County that was within that flood zone on the Guadalupe River. They didn't have any like river gauges to tell them how fast and how high the river was rising. They didn't even have that technology in place. They had no sirens whatsoever. Whereas on the rest, in other counties, upriver, I believe, had sirens and had warning systems and had water gauges. And they didn't have anything. And a 30-foot wall of water that comes up steadily, like as a ladder, was hitting them, and they weren't prepared. And now they have a lot of that stuff in place, and very fortunately, because this year, just like a couple days ago, that whole area, the Texas Hill Country, flooded yet again, and the Guadalupe River flooded again, majorly, way past flood stage. It just didn't do it as quickly as last year, thank God. But they were way more prepared, and they had like they had put like they installed like those pole things that are super cheap to install, that are at a certain area, like there are certain length away from the river, that if and when the water rises, the pole can gauge that and goes, alert, 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 and it's like whoop, 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 and it warns the whole. It's so loud, and it's blinking a light, and it tells the whole area that it's time to evacuate. The water level has gone up this high, and it's time to get out of wherever you're at in the surrounding area. And and their sirens started to go off too. The water gauges worked, so it tested everything. Is what I'm saying. It tested all the parameters. Everything that they put in place was tested this year, and it already worked, and it already saved a lot of lives. And it's important. It's important to, like, when those sirens are going off, just get to lower ground if you can. Just in a tornado case, go to the lowest part of your home. If you have a basement, get in your basement. Get somewhere secure. Get somewhere safe. Flash flooding wise, you obviously want to get to higher ground. In that case, you want to get to the highest point that you can get to, and don't drive your car. Don't be driving your vehicle. We were under a tornado watch on Saturday. I was doing some Grubhubbing, and I just kept it's on my Grubhub app on the GPS system I was using. It kept popping up that there's a tornado watch, there's a tornado threat, and of course the storms weren't even that bad, honestly, but like you just never know. You got to take it seriously. So like I eventually ended up coming home, cutting it short because I needed more money, but I cut it short because you don't want to be on the road when something like that's going on. You got to take it seriously. We were under a flash flood watch as well. And when the National Weather Service issues a flash flood watch for the area, that is to put you on alert. It's I get, like, if it happens often in your area, you don't really want to take that seriously, but it's there for a reason. It's being said for a reason. If you're and tornadoes are still very much unpredictable. very much unpredictable. Floods are more predictable than a tornado is, and and the thing is just just take it seriously. And I just saw I have to go back and read the comments and get caught up, but RC, you were saying like that you guys often get tornado watches, tornado warnings, tornadoes in general. You know, you especially get to your safe place, your safe space, and you just never know when that might be the time that a tornado's passing over. Better be safe than sorry. Exactly for it. Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to be like a fear monger type person, weather is becoming more and more unpredictable. Even though we have, as technology goes on and science goes on, is becoming more predictable. It's actually becoming unpredictable because of climate change, and you know the planet's changing, and we're already in the midst of it, and it's just going to keep getting worse with that. And if you live in an area that's wildfire prone, tornado prone, flood prone, you've absolutely got to take warnings seriously. You have to nowadays, more than anything. Tornadoes especially, floods especially, and wildfires, but more the first two than anything. I pay my homeowners in time. Listen, any river can flood at any given time. Any river, when you live if you live next to a river, in my opinion, the way that I think and the way my brain works is if you live close enough to a river and you're not paying attention to the Weather Channel and any warnings that are coming through, especially flash flood wise, you have a death sentence already. You clearly don't care. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. That's my opinion. You gotta look out for yourselves. The warnings will be there. It's whether if you pay attention to them or not. That's key. It's like being like I don't know, like in wildfire zones. If your area is prone to wildfires and it happens, even if it happens all around you usually, and you're in that wildfire zone and you just don't even care enough to be like ready for a wildfire when it does happen, it's going to happen. If you're in a flood zone, if you're in a wildfire zone, it's going to happen. Especially with climate change now. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Earthquakes as well. If you're in an earthquake prone zone, it may be a long time, but it eventually is going to happen. Maybe not in your lifetime, but it could be in your lifetime. So you have to be prepared. You've got to take it seriously. You've got to have a plan in order to keep yourself safe and your family safe, right? So if you don't take it seriously, it literally can be a matter of life or death. And in the Texas floods, I'm just taking that as an example. Camp Mystic especially they actually got themselves taken out of the FEMA flood zone, which I don't even know you can do. And they built cabins like right in that flood zone. I mean, in the fork, they were in the flood zone. If there's any place that was it was them. They were gonna have a huge. If a major flood like that ever happened, they were gonna get hit the worst, and they were taken out of it, and it had no plan either, and their plan was like that big, and it was already too late at that point because it was already happening, and those little girls were already floating away. They already had a death sentence. Don't be those people. I mean, it wasn't those little girls' fault. It wasn't those children, the children's fault, because they're kids. It was the adults that failed them big time. That's just my opinion. It's great that you know all that with your shield. That's very important. Dang, artsy. That's crazy. Yeah, water is by far, I think, water is it, it's one of the most beautiful things that we have here, and it's I think it's our most important natural resource other than oxygen, air. We need water the most. I've shared this before in this channel and these live streams. Water, we've got to always protect our water, and we just don't. We don't anymore. We take it for granted. We do. I mean, I have. I don't anymore. At least I don't think I do. I'm mindful of the water that I use, but because there's so many areas that don't have water is life. Water is a huge part of our lives, whether you guys understand it or not. I mean, it is. We need water for everything. Everything. Everything that we're doing, we need water. Water's pretty delicious. We do, and we should have, we should have access to safe water, safe drinking water, safe bathing water, all that kind of stuff. Washing dishes, all that. If you put dishes in a dishwasher, and when you do, water is needed for all of that. Washing dishes, making noodles, like boiling water, to make ravioli, noodles, pierogies, cooking in general. Usually you need some kind of bit of water. You just always do. Growing things, growing anything outside, you need water, or inside, you need water. Showering, cleaning yourself, washing your car. A lot of hydroelectric power is generated by water, by moving water, dams, all that kind of stuff, and rain, everything. It is water is life. And when water stops, life stops. But also, when water runs wild, when water gets out of control, which happens often by lots of rain falling or weather just getting out of control, it becomes very destructive. it becomes, very destructive. And anything and anyone that's standing in its way will be destroyed. And I personally look at the flooding situation that happened in Texas, a year ago. I look at them like they're idiots, not the children. Unfortunately, the children they don't know. They're not mature enough. They're not adults yet. They don't understand fully. But the adults that lost you're so stupid. You're in it's called Flash Flood Alley. And the thinking, I think, a lot of them was that we get flash flood watches and flash flood warnings often, but it's not happening to us right now. And in that case, that particular night, it was. It had to do with the Guadalupe River that they were on, that they lived on and next to, and the water, by the time they didn't even react. Most of them didn't even react because they were like, well, some didn't have cell phone service, but and again, that's stupidity in itself because how are you going to get the warnings then? And and then if and when you did get them, it's already too late. You're already neck high neck high in water, being like, okay, I guess it's the end of my life because you didn't even care enough to look at your phone. You didn't care enough to check out what's going on around you. You weren't in touch with nature enough, what's going on around you. And that's stupidity. That to me is stupidity, and it's ignorant. It's ignorant at its worst. I mean, Flash Flood Alley. Not a fan of you still drain the water? So you and your kids just eat like boiled noodles with no lubrication. I don't know what that means. What weather, Brian, is your warning? Thank you for spelling my name right, Girl Power. And then putting it all in all caps. I don't know what you mean by with your question. What weather, Brian, is your warning? What does that mean? Oh, you put butter in them. Okay. I was gonna say, and seasoning, right? Hey, you guys do you. I mean, my thinking is if they're used to having butter in them, what's better, water or butter? Well, butter, right? Water is going to keep everyone alive more longer. So what you just said, Girl Power, is Florida is hurricanes. Why live? It's tornadoes, California earthquakes? Question mark. That makes no sense at all. And you said that's the question. What? I tried it your fancy way. I would say that's my way is the basic way. Your way is the fancy way with adding butter and then adding the seasoned packet. I live on the East Coast, so what's my main weather? My, I mean, we have all four seasons here. We don't have any. We don't really have any natural disasters. Knock on wood. I mean, we can get tornadoes, but they're not that strong. F1s, F2s max, and that's even really rare. Thank God. Um, we can get hit. We've gotten hit with hurricanes before. That's for sure, and some strong ones. Hurricane Sandy was bad. Was real bad. Floyd was bad. A lot of flooding. There was a couple other ones that passed through. I can't remember the names of them, but there was one in particular that was a lot of flooding. Floyd, I think, was one of the worst flooding events around here. There was another one that was really bad. Yeah. What's up, Sports Jazz fan? Thanks for joining. What's going on, brother? It's all good, girl power. Thank you, Artsy. Yeah, you're in Georgia, right, with your shield? I gotta take another ibuprofen. I'll be right back. I gotta pee again, too. Brian, right back, folks. Sorry. Oh, that's way okay. I'm not the next Dave Matthews, that's for sure. I wish. I friggin' wish. Mr. Beast. He's really made a name for himself. Is that a lightning bug? I can't tell if this is a lightning bug or a pinching bug. If it's a pinching bug, I'm gonna kill it. It's a pinching bug. Uh-oh. Well, it's definitely a pinching bug. All right. That's great, Sports Jazz fan. Yeah, this live stream definitely turned into what I didn't want it to. And that's like, I didn't even apply for jobs when I was supposed to, but it is what it is. Yeah. I knew it was going to happen too because my anxiety is so bad with jobs and everything. Yeah. I knew it was going to happen. I can't believe it's already 5 of 12 too. Holy crap. Time flies when you're not having fun. Time flies when you're not having fun at all. So I gotta find a job so bad. I'm in desperate mode, like desperation mode. I try to roast you. to be honest with you guys, like, if I didn't find this, like, YouTube family, YouTube community, I'd be in a really bad place right now. Mentally and emotionally, for sure. Cap, welcome. How are you? Oh, I think it's you looking in a mirror, or looking in a camera. I'm in the U.S. And welcome, Javid. That shirt is cherry? What does that mean? Legendary. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, Girl Power. It's all good, Legendary. I appreciate that. I like this shirt a lot. I bought this shirt before I lost my job at my last place I worked. They went out of business. They went bankrupt. Eddie Bauer. So I've been looking for another job, and it's not been going well. Yeah, I appreciate you guys too a lot. I really do. And seriously, like, I have got to find a job. Like, that's like my number one thing, and I've really been putting a lot of focus on that, especially over the past like 2 weeks. But man, and you know, maybe it's the shirt that says Power Animals. Talking to you. What are you doing? I don't know what that song is, but welcome from Norway if that's where you're from. I'm just eating crackers with some pepperoni on it. Literally like a cracker with pepperoni. One pepperoni. I agree, Legendary. I'm from the U.S. I am from the U.S. I'm on the East Coast, right outside of Philly, PA. Welcome from India. I'm getting a lot of people from India joining. I love that. We do have that in common, Girl Power. Thank you all so much for being here, by the way. If you guys are digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. We're still getting people coming in here. You loved Indian? What?
I've heard of Mumbai.
That's for sure. I've never been, but I've heard of Mumbai. Isn't Mumbai
The capital of India?
I'm pretty sure Mumbai is the capital of India, right? I could be wrong. Excuse me. When will I visit? Listen, wholeheartedly, I will visit India if you guys pay for it. I will be there. If those that live in India want me to come bad enough and they're willing to pay for me to come to India, I will come to India. I'll leave tomorrow if the money's on the way. What is the capital of India? I'll be famous there, making good money on YouTube. Ah, New Delhi. Dang. Dang, I mean. Yeah, it's New Delhi. Dang it. Geography is my strong suit. As I was saying Mumbai, I'm like, I think it's actually something different, but I couldn't remember what it was. Mumbai's the financial district. Got you. Financial city, I mean.
Where are you from?
Geography is definitely one of my strong suits, but obviously not when it comes to India. I don't really know much about India. I really don't. I really don't. You hear from someone that U.S. guys are clever. Not U.S. women, just U.S. guys. I've never visited India, no. Oops. Sorry about that. Not many. Javid, maybe you can give us a clue. I mean, there's a lot of countries in the world. And see if I can guess it. If you give us a small clue to start off with. I have not been to many countries. I have no clue what that means, Javid. Lucas, what's up? Thanks for joining. I don't know what that means. I don't have the slightest clue what that means.
I seriously cannot believe
Believe that there's still people in here.
I'm from India.
You're from India's father country?
Father country? Bangladesh?
I have no idea what that means. United Kingdom?
I would say either
Bangladesh or UK?
Pakistan.
I never would have guessed that.
Maybe you're better at
Geography than you think, legendary.
maybe you're a lot better at it.
Than you think.
I can't believe we still have people
Here from all around the world. I don't know what that means, though. I really don't know what that means. I can't get that song out of my head.
Awesome, girl power.
Thank you for still being here.
Sad vibe.
I suck at this. I shouldn't even be doing this right now. I should be applying for jobs. I was supposed to be applying for jobs. I'm not making an excuse. I literally should be applying for jobs right now because I have no job. I need money so bad. I'm like, not even kidding.
I can't believe it's already
Already after midnight already. This day flew by. It really has flown by. Tomorrow's a new day, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all who voted in the poll. We're gonna try this again. Let's try this again sometime soon. Hopefully in the coming days. We're gonna try to redo this live stream. I'm gonna leave you guys with what I always leave you with. That's of course be kind to others, but most of all be kind to yourselves. It's known as self-compassion. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.